3, 2, 1. We're off. Okay, so in the very beginning of this run, we're going to be doing a bit of a glitch. Right in the intro here, there's a small portion of time where you can open your phone and call someone. We're going to call Victor to be in 2 conversations with Victor at the same time. I was not supposed to click that yet. It's okay, it's not a big deal though.
Got it. Can you tell me a little bit about Nico?
We can skip some of Nancy's dialogue here by making Nancy and Victor talk while Nancy's talking. It's really weird, and I don't know why it works, but it works.
By the way, I'm E. I'm gonna be helping to commentate this run.
My splits aren't showing. There we go.
But that's it. The equipment in this lab is extremely dangerous.
Got it.
Approach the case how you want.
I better get going.
Where you should start. Ryan.
And yes, Yandeme is going to be helping me with commentary, which is much needed help because there are going to be some intense focus parts of this run.
Start there. I've got to leave the office.
And I actually found that glitch by just accidentally clicking the phone one time, and then I kept trying to see how far I could take it. And it turned out you could do that and take a funny picture of Victor.
Yes, you can. Now here's the first instance of us getting an award. I'm going to have to count this out. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay.
One award down.
Yeah, 1 award down already. Not all of them will be that easy. I can promise you that much.
Celebrate your first award. How about a $10 donation from Tina that says, "Love Deadly Device. So excited. Go Daddy Galen."
Well, I don't know about that part, but we are about to talk to a daddy. Daddy Mason.
If it looks like I'm busy, that means
Look at him
I'm
in
busy.
all his glory.
What are you working on?
It's immensely complicated. Get a postgrad in advanced math and electrical engineering, then I'll explain it to you.
Put it in layman's terms.
Fine. There's this shiny magic that lives in the power line.
Yeah, for some reason, in order to progress the game, you have to
And I'm using
talk
math
to
trick it
Mason
into
about
believing
a
the
very
power
arbitrary thing.
without accidentally making everyone die.
That sounds like you're working on the
It's the only
wireless
time we
transmission
get to
of
talk to
electricity
to
me.
Mason, though, in this
If you want
run,
to put your finer point on
unfortunately.
it, go ahead, stranger.
Apart from
Which brings me
cutscenes
to my
and
next
Yeah, there's a cutscene with
Who
him,
am
but
I?
Please let the answer be something that justifies
he
me
gets
kicking you out of my
not much
workspace.
screen time in this
I'm
run,
here
which
on
is very
behalf of a new
unfortunate because
potential
he is
owner.
amazing.
Wrong.
I love Mason.
No, that's correct.
No, I
well,
mean
compared to
wrong is the
aggregation,
thing,
no
not the
character gets
answer I
much
wanted
screen
to hear.
time.
Do you know why Ryan would want to hurt
Fair
Nico?
point.
Police already asked the same thing.
Well, what did you tell them?
I said if I were to have killed Nico, it'd be because he stole my work.
Whoa, hold on.
It's just a for instance.
Is it?
Yes, that's because I think logically. I force myself to think from A to B to C, and so on.
Ryan is all over the place. For her, it's A to zucchini.
To that thing from TV, to maybe C, then on to some non sequitur. I don't trust anyone I can't explain.
Speaking of Ryan,
I better get going.
Goodbye.
that's our next stop. After we take a peek at this binary thing. Hi, Ryan.
I'm so sorry about that. Are
She
we
is also
cool?
wonderful. I love Ryan as well.
Yes.
Good. I was really hoping you'd be the type not to freak out about something like that. Not that you shouldn't. It's reasonable to freak out after a near-death experience. Not that that was super near-death, but you know, closer than what you get walking through most stores.
It's okay. I'm fine.
I love that.
Good. I had a
Mason
whole
looks like he
argument
takes
prepared about
knock-knock
labs
jokes
and
too
risks of working
seriously.
with machines and the importance of forgiveness. Do you want me to hit all the bullet points?
That's not necessary.
Are you sure? I practiced. No, I get it.
Okay,
I'm
so
Ryan.
meeting Ryan is good and all, but now the bulk of why we came in here is to grab
Goodbye.
this little sheet and key card, which we will be using
This
very
would help
momentarily.
getting into the
Well, I
lab.
guess not. Well, actually, no. That is incorrect.
Momentarily.
If this was any percent, we would
Category.
be using it momentarily, but it'll be a while because this is all awards.
Yeah, we have to make a
Small,
almost hour-long pit stop.
yeah, just a small detour to.
I forgot to tell you.
What? Okay, this has never happened before.
Funny you mention that. I think you're having one right now.
I was spamming
Wow.
click and it opened the contacts on the phone when it opened.
Time Gray can get things back on
Well, now we don't know who you're talking to.
Occasionally it takes a while.
Pretty sure it's Frank and Joe Hardy.
Critical
I think so,
window?
too.
Some of the equipment can get unruly when the power supply isn't consistent. Don't worry about it though. Take the time to get settled. Catch up on
I love how Nancy measures her phone charge in thirds.
It's wonderful.
Okay, what's that? Ah, come
Also,
on.
dull right.
Alright.
Ooh.
Oof. Okay, now we're gonna do another little dialogue interruption thing.
Hello?
Bye.
Talk to you later.
I hope you guys are ready.
It's not quite yet.
You.
In a short moment.
What's going on?
No chit chat. Come now.
First, we gotta
Yeah,
go to
what
the
are we
lab.
doing
We need to get the
this
system shut
so
down
that
before the grid goes
we don't
down.
ruin
Get all
y'all's
those switches
ears.
powered off. I'll do the rest.
And so that we can get another alarm press in before aggregation.
Could this have been used
And
to
then
keep a
after
call?
aggregation.
I need to keep this together with
Because
any other evidence I
eventually
found.
we're just gonna have to sleep a bunch to get the rest of the alarm presses because we can't fit them all into the run.
Who are you? What just happened?
If the grid
You
had
need
gone
like, I think it was
critical, we'd
13
all be
and
dead
it's
right now. I'm Gray. I don't care who you are. Don't tell me.
it's
Get
just
out.
impossible to fit all those into the run because the alarm lasts for like 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, here's our pit stop. If I can get over to it. Okay, here is aggregation.
Yeah, just feast your eyes for the next 45 minutes.
Possibly
the first few
longer.
levels, he's gonna be breezing through, but once we get on further, it's gonna be a huge pain.
Yeah, it really is.
And levels will take more than a few seconds. So speaking of aggregation, what are y'all's favorite Nancy Drew mini games throughout the series? I'm interested.
Mine, obviously, as you know, is this one.
My personal favorite one is Snack Shop from Waverly Academy.
That is a good one as well.
It feels so smooth to me.
Okay.
Hello, by the way. This is Karen, and I'm going to take over reading out donations because Carol's audio is just so choppy, unfortunately.
Okay.
So hi.
Hello.
Hello.
We have 2 new donations that I just wanted to acknowledge. So Jen donated $10, so thank you very much, Jen. And then Davika donated $5 and said thank you for taking that picture of Victor. It
You're
was
welcome.
very iconic. I
Yes,
agree.
you're welcome. It's always fun to do that. Oops, that was a little bit early to split.
Well, if you did 5 levels in 2 minutes, we should only take about 10 minutes for aggregation, right?
Ha 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 ha. That's a pretty funny joke you just told. I laughed at it.
I could tell. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, there are 25 levels of aggregation in total. So we just have to beat level 25, and then we are done with aggregation.
The only snag
But
is
they
that
get-
they get hard. Aggregation goes
Yes.
hard.
They get more and more intense, more and more crowded. There's gonna be
There'll be a few
weird
gimmicks.
pieces,
Yeah.
like bombs and other stuff. Bento boxes was a minigame I forgot about. I think that might actually be my favorite one. But
Bento
Snack
boxes
Shop is
are
a very
also
close
wonderful.
second.
Now here we have the introduction of shields, which they shield a piece so that you have to destroy it twice. Pretty simple, but there'll be some trickier mechanics later on.
Yeah, it's simple until you have like 5 of those double destroyer ones. I don't know what they're called. Double destroyer sounds like a burger or something.
You know, I can see that.
Okay, Mixmade is actually really good too.
Mixmade
I
is...
struggled with that one as a kid because I didn't know how to blend ice. But
We love Mixmade.
now I know how to blend ice. Also, shoutouts to Castle Malloy, which isn't in this marathon. It's a good game.
Castle Malloy is one of the less run games in the series. It's very good though.
It is very good, even for speedruns. Just no one has really taken it too seriously. Yet.
Wink wink. Okay. Just gonna use my wild card because I don't really like my next pieces. So there I used a wild card to function as 2 different pieces at the same time, and I was able to destroy a lot with that.
Something I don't think we mentioned about aggregation is that you can't have a route for aggregation no matter how much you try, because there's the pieces that it gives you next are always going to be RNG. Well, within some constraints.
Yeah.
It'll try and help you out by giving you pieces you need, but it'll occasionally throw the oddball in there, which can lose like minutes.
This level, it introduces like it's really cramped and whatnot, but they give you a lot of bombs and wild cards like all over the place to make up for that. So this level ends up being actually pretty easy, despite it being very crowded. That was a mistake. It's fine. Just get rid of this piece. Okay. Okay, there we go. This level I also have in my notes that it gives us a lot of bombs and wild cards. I guess we'll see how true that is.
I couldn't tell what design that was trying to make. Usually they set up the board so it makes like a specific design.
Yeah. Okay, level 10 went pretty smoothly.
That was really fast. Nice. Honestly, I'd have to say, even though no one asked, I'd have to say that the purple aggregation piece is the best one.
Welcome for having aggregation piece opinions. I think I like the blue one the best.
Blue one is also very good.
And the worst one is the yellow one, IMO. Don't tell
Yeah, the yellow one is...
Don't tell CJ I said that.
Game's been giving him a few bad pieces here.
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a rough go on this one, but...
Everyone give Galen some encouragement to level.
I got it. We got it. We done. Okay. So this level sucks because it introduces the cloner, which we didn't actually get to see because it sucks so bad that I wanted it out of there ASAP. It waits 5 turns and then spawns a piece of the same color in a random spot. My dog is making a fuss. I don't know why. Hello?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure later on there's like a level where it spawns a bunch of cloners in like the middle, and so you have to get through a bunch of pieces to get to the cloners, and it's just bad.
Yeah, that does happen. There is in fact a level like that. Okay, level 13. Okay, this is actually pretty
level
good.
13 is another level, and that's really all I know about it.
I have some notes, so they tell me like a few things that I can look out for. They're here so that I don't die.
This one seems to be going well so far. Although commentators curse.
Yeah, I have a bit of a... I'm not sure what to do in this situation. I guess that works okay. Okay. Yeah, that works. I like that. Alright, level 13 done.
Yeah, what you guys are seeing here is just pure aggregation skill. He's just figuring it out as he goes.
It takes a lot of focus. I'll tell you that
Especially
much.
for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But we're hoping to cut that time down in this run.
That would be the best case scenario. If we can make this not 45 minutes, but I wouldn't keep your hopes up for that.
Alright, now chat's talking about Taco Bell.
Perfect. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Speaking of Taco Bell, that was a nice purple aggregation piece match.
Why, thank you. Finishing off the level with a bomb. I didn't need it, but I could do it, so I did it. Now here I'm going to be saving the game with whatever key smashing save I come up with, and reloading it until I get a bomb in the next P spot. That happened really fast. Okay, so I have a strat for this level. I put one bomb here, one bomb here, one bomb here, a bomb here, and then a bomb here. I made that like 2.5 years ago. And it gets rid of almost all the cloners.
That was a sneaky thing they did, putting a cloner inside a double destroyer.
Oh, the shields?
Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize what you were referring to with double destroyer, but now I get it. That level went very well.
Yeah, that was really quick.
Now this level, the starting pieces are shaped like an N for Nancy, and the next level, spoiler alert, those pieces will be shaped like a D for Drew.
What if it's a D for dead?
Fair enough. I mean, I guess I don't have the authority to tell you what it stands for. All I can do is state the facts.
By the way, you did forget to split.
Oh. This is what happens when aggregation takes over your life, and there is nothing else.
Yeah, you're still doing great.
There is only aggregation left.
You only have 10 levels left, everyone.
Can't take that long, right?
Exactly. Yeah, aggregation progresses kind of like the Nancy Drew series, where you have like the first 5 games where speedruns take like 10-20 minutes of, and then it just jumps to Secret of the Scarlet Hand, which is like over an hour.
Yeah.
And then they just continue at that average length. That's how aggregation is.
Stop giving me greens. I don't want greens. I'm angry at the green pieces. I don't need blues anymore. Honestly, this game is being very rude, and I feel attacked.
The game sometimes tries to give you the color that you need, but you already, have it covered.
Yeah.
And so sometimes giving you that piece just puts you in more peril.
Mm-hmm. Oh goodness, this is taken a turn for the worse. Let me tell you.
Nice double kill.
Okay, there we go. Not level 26. That doesn't exist. Level 16 done. Starting off with 2 bombs. Ooh.
D for don't forget to split.
I try, but splitting is very challenging.
Yeah, splitting is challenging, especially when doing something as mind-numbing as aggregation for such a long time.
I don't know. I can't in good conscience call aggregation mind-numbing, but it requires a lot of focus for sure. Ooh, I just got a triple kill with a wild card. I don't think I've ever gotten that before. That made me happy inside.
That was crazy. You have the same sort of predicament as last time.
Yep.
Okay, I have one more donation from Carol, actually, for $5, and Carol just says, sending you luck for the remaining levels.
Thank you. I am going to need them, especially for the levels when we get into the 20s. Because level 21 is alright. The rest of them, everything is... all bets are off for the rest of them. Level 21, though, is very, very kind.
Is that the one that you have a strat for? I remember you had a strat for a late level.
I do have a strat for it, yeah. And it makes it kind of really easy, actually.
So from the looks of things, it looks like the best strat for each level is to first get all the cloners out.
Always. If there are cloners, get them out of there. If you leave them around, they will do a lot of damage.
I'm glad bombs exist. I feel like this would be so hard without them. Well, this already is really hard. It'd be a lot harder.
It's already pretty hard, but yeah, it would be so much worse without bombs, for sure. Level 18 down.
Nice. And we're about, if we match the 44 minutes, we're about halfway through aggregation.
Nice.
So halfway hype. Don't worry, everyone. Though after aggregation, there's nothing else really that's too grindy except for something, but we'll let that be a surprise.
Yeah, it won't take as long as this, but it will be more taxing on my brain and make me very sad. Whereas this is something that I actually wholeheartedly enjoy playing.
And I guess I'll just take a little time to point out the schedule change for tomorrow. Due to shall we say, unforeseen circumstances, I wasn't able to do my Legend of the Crystal Skull run this morning. So instead, we're gonna be starting the stream a little early tomorrow, and I'm gonna be running Tomb of the Lost Queen any percent. So if you guys can be there for that, it'll be at 12:15 Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, and Yandema is great, so make sure you're there for that.
Sometimes.
No, you're great. End of story.
Well, thank you. I was gonna say Tomb of the Lost Queen is a puzzle-intensive game, but when I'm looking at this, how can I say that?
It's probably more puzzle-intensive any percent than this game is any percent, but when we've got the awards to worry
about. It might be about the same.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess there are quite a few puzzles in this one as well. Okay, level 20. Do I have anything for... Oh, yes, I do have something for level 20.
Ooh, strats?
Yes.
Unfortunately, Karen, it's not one of the games with dialogue skips. Yeah, so we won't be able to skip conversations, but there are very few of them. There are like 2 ones that take more than a minute. But it's still a very cool run.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is a pretty short game. A lot of it comes down to just manipulating different cycles, and I'll explain more later during the run itself. But
so as you can see, in this level, the main challenge is getting rid of those pieces that are fully encompassed by blocks or walls.
yeah, that seems like a huge pain to kind of work
and they
your
have
way around.
Yeah, they have a cloner in the middle, so if you don't know how to get rid of that cloner at the start, this level can absolutely destroy you.
Yeah, Karen, the split for 20 is at the end of the level.
Yep. That is not what I meant to do, but it works kind of, actually. I like that, when I do something that I did not intend to, but it ends up working. Okay, now here,
that was really good.
We save over our slot and do more RNG loading, because we need a bomb. At least that's what my notes say.
43. It looks like this is going to be a 43 aggregation. It keeps going well.
If.
I'd love to see a task of aggregation and see it be done in 5 minutes.
Honestly, same. Honestly, I think the cloners are intended to spawn things on the edges, which is very, very mean. Because they do that a lot. They spawn things on the edges very often, and it's your options become limited when things are on the edge of the screen, and it's very, very rude of them to do that.
Yeah, you've seen a few times where things are on the edge of the screen and it was like impossible to clear that last piece without adding a bunch of other ones in.
Mm-hmm. Now we've just got a board of blue. And that little cyan bit. For reasons. Okay, that went... Okay. That went kind of out of hand, but it came back. It came back.
Alright, now here comes the difficult parts.
Yes, 22, 23, 24, and 25 are all very, very unfortunate, and I don't like them.
The level complete screen is going to be very spaced out from now on.
Mm-hmm.
So what's been everyone's favorite runs in the marathon so far?
Okay, we've got the cloner down. Now we just gotta clean up this mess that it made.
I didn't know that C got the world record. That's cool. World record marathons are always very hype. I think my favorite one so far has been Cree. That one was really entertaining.
Oh yeah, Cree is... It's not a game I see speedrun often, so it was a treat to see it. This one, if the rest of the run goes well, could be a world record, because I've only done one run of this so far. So there's most certainly room for improvement.
So hopefully this is going to be another marathon world record. And the way aggregation's going, it's very, very plausible. And shoutouts to this Mario reference on the board.
I'm sure that's exactly what they were going for. Oh. Sometimes I just look at my pieces and I don't like that.
Yeah, it's a very frustrating point in aggregation where you just look at your pieces and there's just no good thing you could possibly do.
Yeah. Yep.
Besides add to your torment.
Level 23 went so much smoother than I expected. But here we have a not very good level. And I don't like level 24.
Yeah, this one does not look good. It looks to me like the layout's based off of the green aggregation piece, so it's already bad.
It's based off of the cloner in the middle, which they make exceedingly challenging to get rid of.
Yeah, it looks very, very guarded. Something tells me the splits are inaccurate and you didn't have an 8-minute last 5 levels in your PV.
Maybe, I don't know.
What runs are everyone in chat looking forward to tomorrow? Personally, I'm looking forward to Waverly Academy, I know Ghost Dogs, and Blackmore Manor.
Oh yeah,
Actually, all of them tomorrow are
I'm
gonna
also
be
looking forward
good.
to all of them tomorrow, but I'm really looking forward to Curse of Blackmore Manor because it is being run by a friend of mine, and Tober does amazing runs of these games. He's very fast.
That is very true. And Kerr is actually probably the second most RNG heavy game to speedrun. I think the first one being Ransom of the Seven Ships.
And the third one being probably Phantom of Venice.
Yeah.
That is not what I meant to do, and that actually is very bad. Okay.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, when something's in a corner,
is,
it's
what? Okay.
when something's in a corner, it's extra bad, like even worse than the edges, because then it blocks off 2 lanes from that spot.
Yeah. Yeah, the hitboxes in this game can be kind of weird as far as clicking goes. Because if you're moving around a corner, it can just like switch to the other row or column last second.
Yeah.
And you have really no control over it.
The only way you can do it is click on the actually outside of the board. But I'll never remember to do that. Quite frankly.
It's hard to remember that when you're focusing so much and trying to go fast.
Okay, well, yeah, sure, just give me completely new pieces. That doesn't make my life harder at all. Okay, that is the worst level down, in my opinion. This one's no slouch either, but 25 is my least favorite.
Yeah, just looking at this one, this looks terrible.
cloners down. Now we just gotta clean up their mess as usual.
Hooray for cleaning up mess. It's just so satisfying to me watching you do this so fast and the board just being so cluttered, and then a minute or two later it's only a few pieces.
I'm glad. It's not easy.
It does not look like it's easy.
But I have so much fun doing it, so.
That is true, NDL. It's satisfying watching Galen in general.
Aw. I appreciate that.
RPG and Tober are probably the two titans of the ND speedrunning scene.
I agree
So
with Tober, but I don't know how to feel about. I mean, we're all our worst critics, but I appreciate it though. I do appreciate that a lot.
She says, Galen, don't make me pull up the list of any percent records. I only have records because no one else wants to run the games that I run.
You have some decent ones, like your Ran run was pretty cool. I think your Ran one was pretty good. I mean, it's true that no one runs that, but I still think that your run of it was very good.
Yeah, I think the Ran one was fairly good, except for, you know, the parts of it I can't control.
Yeah, for sure. Those, I mean, it's just whatever the game decides, the game decides.
Yeah, every sort of RNG thing in that game loses like minutes, usually, if you don't get it first try.
Like, honestly, I enjoy Ran probably more than the average person. I don't think it's one of the better games for, like, by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's, I can generally tolerate it, but that board game with the monkeys can die in a fire.
I agree with that. I don't think Ran is a very bad game, or at least not as bad a game as people say.
But that damn board game, sorry, that board game with the monkeys, it's just, it makes me very angry.
It makes me very angry as well. I want to say in my PB that I missed it, like once. I lost once.
Okay, on a brighter note.
Alright, let's go.
Aggregation is done.
Woohoo!
There is our second award.
Sub 2 pace.
And now we're gonna meet another new character. Actually, hold on.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Mason's not very forgiving.
We're gonna be doing a glitch
Can I
here.
help you? What brings you here? School?
It's another dialogue skip. This one's a bit different. Not only Nancy's lines are going to be skipped this time, but Ellie's as well.
Yes. Ellie.
Once we go to the Tesla
Victor
coil
wanted me to
lab,
show you the coil. I guess you
we're
could
going to
say
call
you're lucky.
Victor.
Most people never get to see the inside of the lab. And we're not exactly up to giving tours, considering. Ready?
And then
Yes. Basically, it can. She's got that small town girl act down pat.
all of that just gets instantly skipped by an instant. It's just, I love it so much.
Goodbye.
I love how unstable the phone is
never
in these
seen
new
that.
games.
Any chance you could let me look around in the lab sometime?
Nope.
I think this is
Bye.
the first run actually
Goodbye,
where I've
Nancy.
remembered to do it. I always forget to do it, which is why I was like, oh
I
wait,
wouldn't do that if I were you. Mason's not
we're
very
actually
That
gonna
probably
do a
saves
glitch.
around like
You
30
don't
seconds
wanna be
or something,
messing with
right?
his stuff.
Probably
What do you
around that. It's really
Sorry,
interesting.
I was just a little curious.
You know, he's not here. Make
I
you
am a
deal.
big fan of that
He's been
glitch.
lording his high scored aggregation over me. Take him down, and I'll let you poke around.
Actually, I already beat Mason's high score.
You did good.
We have
kid.
done
This is
much
me
more than
looking the
simply
other way.
beat
It's a limited
Mason's
time
high
offer.
score.
I'll let you go.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Maybe that's really why he's gone, because he's marathoning aggregation. Get the score
And now
back.
we're gonna do another award where we mess up Mason's stuff a bunch. I'm not even gonna count. I'm just gonna do things more than I need to just to make extra sure I get it, because I don't want to take any chances.
Whoa, Ryan should never have been released. Better follow up on this.
Now that that's done, we are going to go snooping around in Gray's office.
Okay, I have some donations for the end of aggregation. Heartless Shroom donated $37 and says, back to 69, good job on aggregation. But unfortunately, but not really unfortunately, Lego donated $25 and said 25 for 25 levels of aggregation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lexi, and thank you so much, Lego. That's so kind of you. And
Yes, I
Lexi says in
appreciate both
chat,
of
who
those.
wrecked my 69? Sorry about it.
I need to get all of the numbers shown clockwise on the wheel using their binary code.
We kind of zoom through that
These
binary
must be the
puzzle.
key
I think it's
cards
actually a
used
lot
to
of fun,
access
but
the lab. I should figure out which number belongs
unfortunately
to
Yeah,
whom.
that
it
is a
can
very
be
puzzle.
That
finished
number is
in
from the
very
night
few
of the
clicks.
murder. It doesn't appear anywhere else in the logs.
Very mysterious keycard. And now we're going to see Ryan bypass the security system to the lab, despite the fact that she
Nancy,
works
hi.
here and doesn't need to. Very suspicious.
She's
That's
high.
true. If we get a $26 donation, we'll have $1,420.69.
Nope, that is not what I wanted to pick up.
That doesn't sound good.
Now we're going to finally
Golly,
get
I
into the
wouldn't know about
lab.
this.
Here is where we get into the meat
I
of
need
this
a
run.
card to get in the
Kind
lab.
of.
Yeah, the lab opens up pretty much everything.
It looks like something is missing. Something
Must be broken.
This looks dangerous. I should make sure I know what
These
I'm doing
chemicals
before I start.
actually...
The red must mean
There's
it's
a
locked.
very interesting
I
quirk
bet
to
if I
them that
turn
I
everything blue, it'll
love
open.
very, very much. If you put in anything that doesn't make one of the solutions, it'll explode, you know, naturally. Which means if you put in only water, it will explode. and I find it to be the funniest thing on the planet. I just... I love it so much that you can just put a little water in the speaker and have it explode. Now here we have another...
$1,420 now.
Oh, nice.
Yes, we are at exactly 1,420.
That is...
And that's because Tina Balducci has donated $25.31 and says, good job on aggregation onto 420. There we go.
Yes. Thank you very much for that.
Donation.
Thank you so much, Tina. Tina is a boss.
Tina is... We love Tina. Now what we're doing here is another award, of course. We have to make every single solution listed in the notebook that we didn't pick up. Because who needs it?
If I want to mix another
Oops.
solution, I need to throw this old solution out first.
Yes,
Nancy remembers all the formulas from high school.
And now we make the one that we actually need to keep. We'll be using that solution later in the game, but now we gotta go back and talk to Ellie. Because if you don't remember, the lab was humming. And that is a perfect thing to tell Ellie to get her out of her workspace and snoop around.
Oh, Nancy? What's up?
I hate that line that she says, like, "Oh, Nancy," like she sounds so disappointed to see us, like, "Ugh, Nancy again?"
I need to find a way to play this.
So here we pick up a few things from her drawer, and we'll be grabbing these capacitors from her desk, as well as on her computer. We don't do this in any percent, but in all awards we look through the code on her computer because that is related to an Easter egg, and we need one of those.
I didn't actually know that was related to the Easter egg.
Yeah, it has, like, I think it might be actual code from the game. It has, like, scenes and stuff that you can find in the debug tools, but that's something for another time. And it actually has a scene where the Easter egg shows up on there. And it's a trigger to make it appear, of course. Speaking of which, we're going to be grabbing the Easter egg as soon as we turn it to day here. Oh, I missed it before the...
Hey there, Nancy Drew.
Cameo of the phone charm.
Yeah. I missed getting it before the phone call, but it's not a huge deal. We can just get it once Deirdre stops. This call always bewildered me because she calls and just asks, "Hey, are you in Colorado?" And then Nancy's like, "Yeah, I am. Want to help me?" And she's just like, "Nope, bye." Like, why did you even call?
Hang on a second. I might need some outside
Why do you need to know where we are?
Did you forget that I don't like you?
No, but I know you're studying criminology, and maybe someday I could help.
Okay, I have 2 more donations. So we have Emma, whose username is Hansel0413, donated $25 and says, matching Tina's donation because she is a boss. So true. Thank you so much, Emma. And then Summer Earth donated $1.69 and says, "Let me just set this right for y'all." Thank you.
The return of the 69 cents.
It's back, baby.
So now we're gonna go talk to Ryan a lot.
What's happening? Are you okay?
She's not really happy
I'll
because
never be okay again.
this robotic cat
What is
scared
that
her.
thing?
An abomination of technology. It's some creepy robotic cat that someone, I suspect Mason, is tormenting me.
So
There's a
from
great
here on
thing
out,
in 90% when she screams, you can
I've
just
seen one of those
leave the
before.
room
If
and
I
come
find
back
all of the
immediately and
pieces,
she'll
bet I could put
be
it together.
fine.
yeah,
You don't have
she'll
to talk
pretend
to
it
her
never
about
happened.
this.
To throw it into a fiery volcano once it's completed. That thing is the undisputed mayor of Nightmare Town.
But now that we've talked about
Do you
that,
know how I
throughout the
can
rest of the
play a
run, we will
media
be
card?
Yeah, Nico's personal player. I
collecting
meant to
parts.
fix it earlier. Get me
Hold on, what is this split? Ellie, okay.
some Coco Mellows from Nico's office, and I'll have it working for you.
I have been
From the
forgetting this
candy
lid.
machine?
But yeah, we will be
How
picking up
exactly
cat
does
parts
that
for the
thing
rest of the
work?
run.
Here, this should do the trick.
Thanks.
And eventually, at like towards
I
the
need to
very end, we
rebuild
will
the
be
missing
rebuilding the
part
cat.
from a large Tesla coil. Can you help me out?
I think I've got the plans here. Yep. Here you go.
Thanks.
Thank you. Working here, I forgot that phrase existed.
Do you know how I can get the little Tesla coil in the lab to work?
The circuit board is shot. You seem like you know what's up. I bet you could make a new one yourself. You'll find
Thank you,
everything
Ryan.
need
We
in the
do
Fuzzy
know
Lab.
what's up.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Unfortunately, what's up is the worst part of the run.
Yes, indeed.
We are going to be going down to Nico's office to the Simon Says machine. The Simon Says machine from
The
hell.
control plate Ryan gave me should help with this.
And if you think I'm joking, you'll see. The first pattern's not bad. It's always the
Looks
same.
like a memory lock.
But then it gets progressively harder, and we have to do this 12 times. Because there are 12 candies in there, and guess what? We need all of them.
Yeah, so get used to hearing these sounds.
Great. Just what Ryan wanted.
Okay, yeah. So from here on out, I'm going to be focusing a lot. I'm not going to be saying a whole lot because I need to remember these things.
Alright, I'm gonna try not to be too distracting. I would personally like the Cocoa Kringle, but I also wonder how the Cudsmackers taste.
So the way this progresses in difficulty is it tends to give you like a pattern with a lot of repeat colors, and then it'll give you a pattern with a lot of different colors. And then it'll add one color but go back to giving you a pattern with a lot of repeats. And it'll just keep repeating like that. So it gradually gets harder.
Nico has a good variety of candy though, not gonna lie. If it were me hiding a secret stash in my office, I'd just get like my favorite one, like 12 of my favorite one.
Yeah. I did that. Okay. That was just me misclicking. I did not mean to click on that one. I did remember that one, but oh well. In the grand scheme of things, that doesn't mean much because I'm going to be legitimately failing quite a bit as we go forward and it gets harder. I love that this one just keeps giving me blue over and over again.
Yeah, that's some really good luck.
It happens pretty commonly, actually. I think something makes it happen. Something in the game makes it happen pretty often, but I don't know what. I don't know why they have it like that, but I appreciate it. It makes my life slightly easier.
Yeah, this puzzle is one of those things where it's fun for the first few times, and then afterwards it just gets progressively more taxing on your brain.
Five of 12 done. We're making progress.
That is definitely some progress. The candy's probably all expired anyway.
Knowing food in these games, yeah.
Ellen has donated $20 and says Godspeed on Simon Says. Thank you so much, Ellen.
Much appreciated.
Alright, RPG, can you grab me the moon chunk next?
Aye aye, Captain.
I don't know, caramel to me just seems like caramel whoppers or something. Something along those lines.
Okay, moon chunk. Actually, I was gonna grab that one next anyway, because it was next in line.
Any requests from chat on the next candy?
Ah, okay. I guess I had to do blue twice there. I forgot that. Ooh, this is a nice circle. Not anymore. Circle and then orange twice. Circle and then do-do-do.
Right, we have another donation from Davika. It says $3. Hope this gets it to 69. He he he. And it worked. Our donation is currently at 1469.69.
Phew. Okay, that one was rough. 4 left. We have four more candies to get, and thank you for the donation.
Yes, thank you for the donation. Sorry, we're trying to be sort of quiet when Galen's at the later parts of the pattern.
Yes.
It's very, very memory intensive.
Long live the 69, though.
Yes. Oh, no, Karen. No worries. Donations are always welcome. I was apologizing to chat for me being silent for so long.
Oh. That was silly of me. Okay. Why do I keep forgetting the first when I have to do the first one twice? At least I won't have to worry about that with this pattern, because the first one only happens once. I like this pattern. Okay, 3 left. 9 down, 3 to go.
And Galen, that was a very nice reference to technology with the microwave sound.
I am very sorry about that.
No, it definitely fits the game, the theme of the game.
Okay, perfect.
At the end of these, or at the latter half of the Simon Says, it's very easy to get confused, especially since you've had to memorize 10 patterns already.
Yeah. It, like, doing this wouldn't be, like, these ones wouldn't be quite as hard if I was, like, refreshed, but I've been doing Simon Says for a while, and it gets pretty taxing.
Yeah, that's very understandable.
Okay, I was really worried about that one. Ten down, 2 to go.
Nice.
Only one more left.
We're close. And yeah, almost all the all awards categories for these games, they always have that one award that's just a pain.
I'm free. Okay.
We're all free.
Yes. It is all over. Yeah, and at first glance, the award that seems to be the painful one in this game is aggregation, but do not be fooled by that. It may take longer, but Simon Says.
Here's the candy bar.
It's brutal.
Great. I'll start fixing it right now.
To me, it felt like it took just as long as aggregation did.
Yeah, it took a lot less time, but it's much more boring, so. But now we can get into the real juicy parts of the run. It gets a lot more fun from now on.
Yes, only gameplay from now on.
Whoa, better follow up on this.
We're gonna get a call from Deirdre in a few seconds here.
Hey there, champ. How's my favorite buddy?
What do you want, Deirdre?
What do you want, Deirdre?
This is about what you want, Nancy Drew.
Is that so?
It could not be more so. I come bearing apologies. I want to help you, Nancy Drew. I want to be your girl on the inside of the exciting world of criminology.
Why the sudden change of heart?
Because apparently it still counts as plagiarism if you pay someone to write your paper. I mean, is capitalism dead? Because that's what it seems like.
And you want to help me because...
I made a bargain with my prof. If I can
Right,
help
we
an
have a
actual
donation
murder
from
victim,
Lauren who
I'll
sent
pay
$20 and
So I
said
hope you,
celebratory
like
donation for
potatoes on my
finishing
paper,
Simon Says.
and that
Yes,
is
thank
the
you,
story,
Lauren.
buddy.
Thank
You're the
you very
best.
How
much.
exactly can you help me?
I've got
And we're also
permission
just
to
over
mark some
$10
specific
until
dates. In fact,
the
I already
1500
read up on
mark.
the case.
Yeah,
It could
3/4
come
of the
in
Let's get those
goal.
donations
All
in.
right, it's a deal.
Great. Call when you need help, and I'll do what I can. Just don't call me when I'm busy.
You have all been
Will do.
super
You
generous
read up
for
on
this
the
entire
case, right?
marathon.
I don't understand why Ryan was under so much scrutiny but never sent to trial.
From what I gathered, something didn't add up with the video and the timeline. Someone had to be in the lab with Nico. Otherwise, he'd still be here today.
So if her alibi stands up, it couldn't be her.
Exactly. Unless there's something big I'm missing.
Something's weird about this whole thing.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Figure this out.
I asked her about the night of the murder. She was pretty much mute. I'm undercover here. I can't push too hard. Can you see what you can find on your end?
I'll see what I can find. All I've got is the database. Don't expect any miracles.
She says don't expect any miracles, but she will very, very, very quickly find
I found
something,
these notes
so.
in the lounge. Is this your handwriting?
Yes.
So you admit to threatening Nico.
It looks like a threat, but it really isn't.
What else could it possibly be? It says right here.
I know what it says.
Then what?
A warning. It means just what it says. He wanted me to build something that could kill him. I had to make sure he knew what he was working with.
Do you have anything to prove that's true?
You know what? I need you to leave me alone right now. Go, please.
Alright, and now, about 1 minute later, we call Deirdre,
Hey there, Nancy Drew.
Did you find anything on Ryan?
and she's found a way to completely prove Ryan's innocence.
Stands up. She couldn't have killed Nico.
What? How do you know?
She told the police that she won an award. That was her alibi.
Absolutely
but it left her with
amazing.
enough time to sneak back in. It wasn't airtight. Close, but not perfect. There was nothing in the crime database. But I had a hunch. I went to the journalism lab and used their photographer database. The ceremony was a national story, so a bunch of freelancers put their shots up for sale.
You found pictures of Ryan, but what does that prove?
By itself, nothing. But count 'em, two different photographers submitted photos of Ryan standing near a visible clock.
She couldn't have made it back in time.
Yes, that was the finale I was building to and was excited to get to say out loud that you interrupted.
Oh, Deirdre, you're amazing.
That is a genuine compliment.
Deirdre is, I just love Deirdre so much. She's such a well-written character.
It could take weeks. For now, it looks like Ryan.
Well voiced as well.
I better
Yeah.
get going.
See ya.
Just her bickering with Nancy is it's just top notch, and I love it so much.
Nancy, hi.
I found a way to prove that Ryan's innocent. It wasn't her.
What? What do you mean?
Photos from her award ceremony prove she couldn't have made it to the lab in time. It's not possible.
That can't be true.
All of that evidence.
I'm sure it was her.
Deirdre's working on getting the photos over to the police now.
They'll reopen
Never
the
a
case
dull
and everything
moment.
will just start again.
Okay, what's my next move then?
I don't know. I have to think.
Hi.
You really are innocent. I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
Don't be sorry. It's the smartest course of action.
Phew, okay.
Look, I gotta ask
We're not
you,
gonna get cancelled,
you're
RPG.
not really here for a new investor.
What?
You're here to look into what happened to
We
Nico,
passed
aren't
a test of some sort,
Wow.
and we're not getting
Okay.
cancelled because of
you?
it.
I 100% believe
Okay.
But if you were lying, you
I
should
don't know
that
what
I'd
you're
answer
talking
any
about,
question you
but
have about anyone.
I don't either,
Goodbye.
but
Bye.
we're gonna go with it.
sure. Unfortunately, we have
And
to
we
lie
get
to Ryan
KO'd.
there because lying is faster, even though Ryan is awesome and does not deserve to be lied to. For the sake of speed, sacrifices must be
I need to
made.
connect all of the circuits.
Now, this is one of my favorite
Speaking of-
puzzles.
Speaking of dialogue sacrifices, is a cheeseburger in train gonna be an incentive? Because cheeseburger
All done.
is a tad
Now
bit
it's time
slower.
to etch the design.
It'd be a real shame if
It would.
it wasn't shown off.
So yeah, I love that circuit puzzle. It is so fun to practice and just get better at, and it's just a lot of fun. I love it. Now we're gonna go through the
It's
vents,
pretty
which
hot in here. I'd better find my way out as quickly as possible.
I don't think I've had to look at notes for these vents
Back off, old man.
for like over a year. The solution to them is just ingrained in my mind
And I said
forever,
back
and
off.
I love it.
Hey, let go!
I don't want to see you here.
It's like it's impossible for me to forget how to go through those vents, and
This
it's
is
just
mine. Leave me alone.
it's a very good feeling for
Yeah,
me.
you better run.
You know what a
Bye.
terrible feeling is, though, accidentally calling Victor here instead of Deirdre?
Yeah, he gets really like, oh, I'm sorry, I got so worked up, and it takes
What's
a
he
long
doing in
while.
there?
He's a very huge apology.
Yeah,
Don't know you.
he makes a
I'll let you
very,
know.
very long apology video.
We've already met. In the lab? Never mind. I'm Nancy. I'm here doing research for a new owner.
Just what this place needs.
You're not a fan of the idea?
Nope.
Why not?
Not a fan of most ideas.
Makes sense.
Was that sarcasm? Don't answer. I don't actually care.
What were you shredding?
Nothing.
It didn't seem like nothing.
Leave it alone.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
Leave it alone, and then just suddenly, bye. I love when just ending conversations leads to just huge shifts in moods, like the end of Ash. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't played that, but the end of Ash, where you confront the culprit and then just suddenly say, "Oh, bye." It's the most surreal thing.
Strange. What's
I love
Ellie
that
up
too.
to with this? I need to get this to add up correctly. I thought they hated each other. What's going on here? I need to rebuild Ryan's part.
Oops. Okay.
I think that's right.
Alright, now we're going to see what Gray was shredding and was very, very touchy about.
Oh my gosh, Karen, that's great. I love that.
I bet I could tape this
That
back
Jane
together.
Vi voice.
Okay. Okay.
Also, shoutouts to your literal one chance to get that robot cat part.
Which one?
But I'm pretty sure that you can't.
I think you
look
can
at the
always look
shredder
back
again
there.
or something.
I think you can always look back there.
Or I'm thinking of Ryan's one.
Oh yeah, Ryan's one you only have one chance to ever get, and it's very late in the game as well. It's very, very easy to miss. I mean, it's right out in the open, but like, if you just don't think to grab it, then you're out of luck.
Yeah.
I need to figure out what was on this page before Gray shredded it.
Now this puzzle I've always liked.
This puzzle's incredibly satisfying.
Yeah, it's not hard by any means, but it's just really fun to do.
Got it. Now to find a way to take this. What was Nico working on? Is this some sort of code? What was put into safekeeping? I'd better look into that.
Okay, now we're gonna open up this coat hanger.
Gray's shredded notes seem to mention this was important.
And we only have to look at this note, which has a video on it, but we could also learn that Gray has an impressive PhD and is working in security for some reason, which is supposed to be a really shocking development. But we just don't really care.
So how many alarm presses do we need for this round?
13. We're at 6
that's
right now.
Good amount.
Gray? Wait, what's that code in the corner?
You said they take like 5 minutes each, right?
Yeah.
By the way, we are on a split. That's
Who's there?
not the correct one, I think.
Hello?
Oh. Yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know when I split for that one. I'm very good at splitting, if you couldn't tell. It is... I'm very proud of my splitting abilities. Okay, now we're going to play an A on this thing 19 times. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And now we can put in the rest of the notes. because that is for another award. Like most repetitious things. I think that's, yeah, okay. I don't use that word often, so I was unsure of myself. Okay, now we go over to the big Tesla coil. We replace the part here, and we also replace the capacitors. That is not what I want to pick up.
All right.
Now, on our way out of the lab, we're going to make another solution. And now it's back to Ryan, who is our wonderful friend in this case that helps us so much.
What's up?
Oh, actually, I need to.
Goodbye.
Later.
I need to grab this blacklight first.
Blacklight. This might be what Nico was talking about.
Well, that was quick.
Yes, it
I
was.
think there
It was
may
very
be something
quick.
weird about the security video from the
Oh
night
yes,
of the
I
murder.
remember
Could you take a look
losing
at
a
it
lot
with
of
me?
runs to
Yes.
forgetting that black light when I was running
Yeah.
this game.
Track is something Nico had
It's
in
very
mind,
easy
so
to
the
forget.
security video could also do double duty as a data set. He liked tracking the ebb and flow of the electrical current throughout the year. It meant something to him. I've heard that theoretically we could... Wait.
What?
Right there. And there. Let me get a closer look. It's true. There are breaks in the signature. This video was tampered with. Someone followed Nico into that lab and edited themselves out of the tape. I'm pulling this off the network before.
What just happened?
That footage must have been flagged. Whoever killed Nico knows what we just saw.
Where are you going?
Anywhere but here. If you're smart, you do the same.
So they're telling me that speedrunners can find splices in runs, but the police can't find a splice in a literal murder tape.
Anyways, here's Mason in his second
I
and
was going to ask you the same
one of
thing.
only 2 appearances in this run.
Shock, but no one wants you lurking
Here he
around
is in
here.
all of his
Why don't
glory.
you just leave me to my work?
I'm not lurking. What's that?
Wait! Wait, stop! Someone's activated the machine! You have to shut it all down! Please, hurry!
I need to find a way to turn off all of the power. There! Got it!
Thank you! I appreciate that!
Who could have turned that on?
No clue! Look, maybe we can keep this between ourselves, okay?
What are you doing? Nancy, we should have a talk. Come on. Nice job. You saved me some paperwork back there. It's unfortunate that we couldn't
Alright,
meet
Victor
under
is now
better
here to
circumstances.
be
It wasn't
evil,
exactly fair of me to ask you to take on such a large task. It looks like your ride is going to be
as
a
he
little late.
does.
Get settled in the lounge and please, don't touch anything. I'm going to need all of your passes and keys. Where did you even get this? No, I don't even want to know.
What's going to happen next?
Snow clears, you leave. I leave, hire a professional next time. Killer gets found, killer goes to jail.
I'll let you go.
Mm-hmm.
And now, of course, we've got to go back to Ryan again, now that Victor has come and restricted our access. We need to ask her for a new key card.
Did you hear? A snowstorm
And she
of
will just give us
glorious
hers
and epic
very
proportions is
generously.
bearing down on us. I'm might get to break out the snowmobile.
Ryan honestly
Or
might
we
be
might
the
get
single
stranded like
most
last time.
helpful
I need a new key
character
card.
to
Can you help?
Nancy in one of these games, I
sorta.
think.
Here, this should do the
Like,
trick.
she gives Nancy so many
Thanks.
things that she needs.
I need your help distracting Victor.
I've got just
She
the
is
thing.
just absolutely
What is it?
wonderful.
Listen.
We love Ryan.
That is awful.
I know! Victor hates it. Like, mega super hates it to infinity. If I leave this thing running for more than a second, he'll be yelling at me to turn it off.
Perfect.
But Nancy, I also hate it. And I hate getting yelled at by Victor. So whatever you need to do, please do it quickly. Okay, I'll give you a minute and then I'll let her rip.
It's locked.
Ah, right, we have to put in Ryan's card this time.
I have the clues I need. Time to figure out the correct sequence.
Now you have to turn on and off the coil a bunch of times. I just do it way more than I need to make sure I get it.
This has to lead to whatever Nico was hiding.
And now we see Nico's secret lab, or I guess the entrance to it.
This could be a
We
challenge.
can't quite get in yet. But that will change in a few short moments as we go to the lounge to grab some tape, and then to Nico's office to get this key, which opens up this cabinet, which has one of Nico's fingerprints on it.
Got it. What's that?
Oh, I don't know if I was supposed to press the alarm there. I don't have it in my notes, actually, but that might be a good time to make one. To press the alarm, I mean. Okay, now we have to etch the
reminder to
fingerprint.
grab that cat part.
Hmm?
I was just reminding to grab that cat part in the photo lab.
Oh! I had completely forgotten about that, honestly. I didn't see it in my notes. I know I have it in there, but I didn't see it, so thank you. There's a lot to remember in this run.
Definitely. And you got the one next to those random machines in the lab.
Mm-hmm, I did get that one.
Okay.
And now, yet again, guess who we're going to see? Ryan to the rescue once again.
And we're grabbing the last robot part, I think.
Is there
I believe so,
anything
yeah.
I can do to convince you to give me some of your gummy bears?
Yes. Victor is a candy hoarder. Liberate his sugar stash and bring it to me.
I'm sorry to ask again, but can you distract Victor for me?
Dear ears and general feelings of self-worth, I am so sorry for what's about to happen
Victor
to you.
is a candy
Your
hoarder. What
sad
about Nico?
friend,
Oh, Nico is the king of candy hoarders.
Ryan promised to give me some if I helped her. I should wait. Sorry, Ryan, but I need to commandeer these bears.
And now we build our cat.
Can't put that on yet. I need to build the frame from paws up.
And here it is. I'll give you a meow for good measure. Couldn't really hear it because my sound is pretty low.
need to replace all of these gears before the brakes give out. Phew. Good.
Alright, now that that's done, we are going to make our gelatin fingerprint. I literally have the power knob in my hand, Nancy. I'm really not sure what you're talking about, but whatever. And now we can finally enter Nico's secret lab. It's very exciting. I love this secret lab. It is beautiful and very good, and I love it.
It's Tuesday, 26, which reminds me, the parts arrived today for the pigeon. 13, 6, 5, as expected. Should something happen to me, hopefully someone will figure out what that means. Tesla was like, I always like to think that's how Wardenclyffe came down. Not with a wrecking ball, but with one of his unassuming little boxes set to frequency 37.
What was Nico up to with a pigeon? This must be what Nico was talking about in his diary.
Now, we could just leave without pressing the pigeon button. We're supposed to press the button and the bird will shoot lasers at the wall that say 1902 patent, which is a clue to one of Nico's passwords, as Nancy told us. But we can just back away without pressing the button, and we will get the same result. We will get the trigger.
And Nancy will hallucinate a solution.
Yep. She'll just dream up the right answer, as all good detectives do.
This must be the unedited footage.
And now we watch the unedited footage, as in we put up our phone in front of the screen and don't see a thing. Because we need to skip Nancy's dialogue.
Victor!
Hanging up.
What was that? Oh no! Nico's security. Of course. I bet all of my electronics just got fried.
Just in case you were wondering, yes, Victor's yelling is starting to crush my soul a little bit. I've made a chart to illustrate my feelings on the situation. This line represents my
I love
happiness
the
and
rocket
well-being over
ship
time.
USB.
You may notice
I
the
also love it.
steep
You know what else I
decline.
love is
This
Ryan's
frowny
sadness
face here is
graph.
because this is the first time I've made a chart, and it turns out it's very boring. That is also
I don't
why
love
there's
how
a
she has to
blanket
talk
and
about
a
it for
dog
so
on the
long,
skateboard
but
and other
I'll
stuff.
forgive her because she's Ryan.
I need your help. Big time.
What?
It was Victor. He killed Nico.
Did you call the police?
I couldn't. I had evidence, but it got zapped when I tried to take it out of Nico's secret lab.
Secret lab? Zapped? What?
I'll explain later. I just need a way to get the video out without getting it ruined.
You need to find a way to make a Faraday cage. That should get the drive out without wiping it. Get the drive out, I'll work on what to do next. Take this, it'll help.
This box might be just what I need to build a Faraday container.
I always thought Nancy should have called the police and shown them, like, taking them down there or something.
Yeah.
Instead of building this elaborate thing.
I guess it is snowed in, so it's... I guess that's why, but like, eh.
Ellie and I'll gas up the snowmobiles and split up to double our chances of reaching help. Do not let him catch on. If he knows you're about to get the video out, he will
Like, I mean, Victor doesn't know about the lab. Just hide in there for a while and then call the police and just lead them to where you are. I guess that wouldn't be very exciting for the game, but it would be the logical thing to do if this were a real-life scenario. Now we're going to get our alarm presses in. I don't know exactly how many we're at. I think we're at 9 right now.
And how many do we need?
13. I do one extra just to make sure. So we're at 10 now. $11. Ah. 12. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna only do 13. I'm so torn on this. No, I'll play it safe.
Marathon, yeah.
I just really want to get sub 2 because it's so close.
Time to make a portable Faraday cage. Hope this works.
But yeah, I gotta play it safe.
This box should keep the drive safe. Okay, it's transferred. All right, I just might be able to get this through the door safely.
Hi, Gray. Bye, Gray. Hi, Victor.
Hello, Nancy.
Hello.
You're awake. Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Victor, why are you doing this?
Stay out of the lab. That was the one thing I asked you to do.
And we've got a classic villain monologue.
See, Nancy,
You know him, you love him.
I just couldn't find it, which is why I asked you to stay out.
You got away with murder. Why not make a break for it? Why the elaborate
We're gonna be looking around.
Yeah, very... just randomly looking around. It's...
Just insert Thanos' speech here.
That's why you're here. You were supposed to drum up enough evidence to get Ryan put away. But no, you had to screw that.
How many heads did Cerberus have? 3?
You knocked me out, and then planted the key card.
That should have sealed the deal, but you couldn't leave it alone. I guess I should be congratulated.
It's so funny how Nancy just keeps looking around.
Goodbye, Nancy Drew.
The cage won't last long against the coil. I'll need to find a way to get out without getting electrocuted. I bet Ryan's electrical components will help here. This must be the schematic for the circuit. I need to get this working before it's too late.
so the last little puzzle here. And he breezed through that.
I'm not done yet.
This should give me a chance to escape.
Now I am.
What are you doing? Stop that!
Dear Hannah.
Alright, so normally this would be when the run ends, but because this is 100%, there's an award for answering the trivia question that happens after the ending, so we gotta sit through this, so enjoy the ending. I think it's pretty sweet.
But I doubt there will be much to be found. The potential buyers Victor had been courting came forward immediately. It was quickly proven they had no idea about Victor's involvement in Nico's death. Regardless, they decided to cut funding for the lab immediately. I can hardly blame them.
My question is, if Victor's still able to get shocked when the lightning rod comes up, how did Nancy get out?
I've thought about that, and I think I've finally come to a conclusion. The power, the emergency power, like, we did that puzzle to turn off the power just outside of there. I'm just gonna guess that, like, I'm gonna guess that, well, Ryan said she and Ellie will go get help, so I'm assuming that they would go there and they would see the Tesla coil on, and they would do that puzzle themselves. And I think that explains it. Because I had that question for the longest time. Like, how did Nancy get out? But I think that actually explains it.
So Victor's just consistently getting shocked.
Yeah, I don't know how he's alive. That I can't explain. I haven't figured out that part yet.
After that, she plans on doing whatever it takes to get back home. She's not sure what her next endeavor will be, but she's excited to make that decision alongside her family. Finding out what had happened to his best friend changed Gray almost immediately. For the first time since his breakdown, he decided to fully re-enter the world of science.
So we just hit $1,500 exactly, well, plus 69 cents, because we had a donation, another donation from Tina that's for $11, and she says, "Good game, cheers on that successful first day." It really was a successful first day. This was amazing. So thank you, Tina, and thank you everybody else who donated.
Yes, thank you everyone. This first day has been a huge blast to watch and to participate in, and this marathon is just, it makes me happy. Thank you to everyone who made this happen.
Yeah, to me, for someone who's ran these games for so long, just seeing the speedrunning community have so much activity centered around this marathon is just awesome to me.
Yeah, it's just so many new people. It's so good. I love it. This marathon has been an absolute blast, and I can't wait for day 2. Okay, what title was not on the bookshelves? And there we go!